With the recent balance patch, all of the other Galakronds got nerfed, so maybe it's Priest's turn to be the best Galakrond class. I started by trying to build a more value-oriented Galakrond Priest, and it looked kind of like garbage, so I ended up settling on a combo variation. In the past, I've seen people trying to play the Leroy combo version, and I'm not really sure why, because this Prophet Velen combo version seems a lot better. So the combo is you Prophet Velen, like Grave Rune on it, and then Wretched Reclaimer, that gives you 3 Velens, and then you double Holy Smite for 32 damage. Of course, that's a lot of mana, so you need to play a couple copies of Fate Weaver, and that, of course, is why it's a Galakrond deck. Now, even though we are a Galakrond deck, I don't actually care about invoking Galakrond past the Fate Weaver breakpoint, so I'm not playing any of the neutral invoke cards, just 2 Time Rips and 2 Disciples. And then other than that, mostly just playing card draw and spells that help keep us alive, so we can try to 32 damage combo some kids. So far I'm 7-6 with this deck, but I'm not exactly sure how to interpret that win rate. Because for one, I've been playing like garbage today, so maybe the win rate should be even better, but then I'm also playing at the rank 5 floor, so maybe it should be even worse. Maybe they just cancel out and it's actually a 54% win rate deck. That'd be sick, right?
Tyrande versus Tyrande.
You give me strength. The goddess is my shield.
I don't think I want to keep the removal spell against another priest, but I might end up regretting that.
Blessings to you. And to you.
I've got Pyros plus Circle, so I'll hold on to this Cleric for when it can actually draw cards.
By blood be born again.
I guess that's a play for next turn. Otherwise, I could Pyro Cleric, Coin Circle, and draw 3. It's pretty reasonable. But let's go Shade Quill. Maybe we can draw 4 with the Cleric combo next turn. Maybe he'll even play something here and I can draw 5. Nine cards in hand. He might be able to make me overdraw here, but I think it's not that convenient for him. And even if he does make me overdraw, I at least have the Velen already. Wretched Reclaimer and Grave Rune would be bad as well. Alright, he's going for the overdraw.
My hand is full.
Time Rip is kind of a bummer of a draw, but not the end of the world. Maybe I just Time Rip my Acolyte here, since apparently he's interested in overdrawing me. I guess I'm just gonna take this card and then... I was gonna burn the Breath of the Infinite, but maybe burning a circle is better. Maybe I could even just go like Cleric Circle here.
Is someone injured?
It's probably gonna be hard to hit a huge Cleric play for the rest of the game.
By blood be born again.
That's pretty good for convincing Infiltrator. I am back up to 9 cards here with the Cleric in play, but he has to like damage and then heal. That's a Shadow Priest.
Let me change your mind.
I'm just never gonna hit him, if I hadn't made that obvious at this point. I have a combo that does 32 damage. He can't heal past 32. So no reason to let him work on his quest.
Free of that blasted tower. Behold.
Can I play a Fate Weaver? I've got a Velen, but that's it in my hand.
What is
So the Velen would go down to 6. I could play a Fate Weaver here. What if I just play Galakrond? And shit, if I've got 12 damage, maybe I just hit him for 12. I didn't want to hit him, but 12 is a lot.
We are all bound to fate.
Another Power Word Shield. I do enjoy drawing cards. So this Fate Weaver I have to save for Holy Smite, Wretched Reclaimer, and Grave Rune. So I really need to be greedy with him. I'm just gonna get a Ziliax out of the hand. Because I might want to try drawing cards with this Acolyte at some point. That was always a Vargoth since I stole his Infiltrator. He's gonna get to cast another Master Spell and silence my minions again. Oh, he's gonna risk a Penance. So I can clear with a Breath of the Infinite here. Maybe I'm better off just time ripping. Or maybe both. What does this card do? Maybe I shouldn't have played Psychopomp there because it could have hit Cleric or Acolyte, which might have been bad for me at this point. I do still have 3 combo pieces in my deck that I can't afford to overdraw. And then like hitting the Pyro wasn't even that good. Probably should have not Psychopumped. There's the Grave Rune. Let's get a card out of this Acolyte. Penance. So I could Penance here to sort of control the draw. It's like so impossible for him to make me draw 3 cards here. But he could, so I'll just cast a Mass Hysteria. Feeling pretty good about this one. It's hard for him to mount enough pressure to kill me before I can draw the rest of my combo. And like even if he does do something that's a lot of pressure, I do have another Mass Hysteria. Probably just Forbidden Words this guy here. I don't have to worry about hand space anymore, so I'll Hero Power and see what I can hit. Yeah, 8 cards in hand, 2 in deck, so I can't overdraw. So next turn, Fate Weaver could put this to 5, this to 3. I do still have to hit both remaining combo pieces, just double checking though. There's no way for me to kill this 9/11, right? Mind Flayer Karj. So I could Mind Flayer this Vargoth and then double Mass Hysteria, maybe? Is that even close to being good? Probably not, right? So next turn is probably just like Fate Weaver, Mass Hysteria, Penance to stabilize, and then I have 32 the next turn. Oh, I actually forgot that had a Death Rattle. Wasn't a combo piece though, so who cares?
We are all bound to fate.
Oh, I guess I should have seen the outcome because I might have wanted the hero power, but whatever. I don't think Priest has any sort of disruption cards that could stop me here. Very impressive board from the opponent.
Not all wonders are lost. It's a brand new you. Not all wonders are lost.
Tranda versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer.
Noon give me strength.
Last Shaman I played against was Murloc Shaman, so I'm sort of tempted to keep Breath, but I don't think that's the most common Shaman deck, and I think generally the Breath is not a good keep. The Sand is much better. Found an Invoke card and 2 card draws. There's my second Invoke card. So if I can just cast that, my Fate Weavers are pretty good. Quartz Elemental, probably not great. But maybe he'll feel like he needs to remove it. Could coin out an Acolyte, but... I'll go ahead and play the Powered Shield here. I don't think I need to coin out the Acolyte. Especially when I have like 2 5-cost cards in my hand. Might want to coin one of those out on turn 4. And it doesn't look like the Acolyte necessarily even gets a draw off of whatever he does this turn. Could have drawn off that. He might be forced to trade off his Searing Totem into the 1/4, so I'll take the other attack. Can't kill that, unfortunately. I guess I'll drop this thing to maybe contest the 0/3. Could have gone Cleric, draw a card there, but my hand was starting to get a little bit full.
I got mojo.
Probably half the time rips in Teemo. Although Invocation doesn't draw into Earthen Might anymore. Actually, I guess I can just Zilliax into it if I'd rather. It's probably better than time ripping.
Unity, precision, primitive.
I'm assuming the 3-cost spell he hit is probably just like a Farsight, or maybe a Haunting Visions or something.
Lightning can strike twice.
Oh god. He still plays Earthen Might in that deck, even with Invocation being at 2. Well, it's pretty strong here. Oh wait, right, no Zentimo. It was still relatively strong, though. My time ripping here? Probably not. Let's just go Breath, I guess.
Bring the pain.
Is someone injured?
Your blood.
I could have played Time Rip there to set up for Galakrond next turn, but I don't think I really want to play Galakrond on curve necessarily. Murozond. I've got 8 cards in hand, so bump, heal with Cleric is probably not the play.
Bring the pain.
Circle. Just replaces itself basically, which is fine. I guess I'll cast Penance here to get a card out of hand. How good is Murozond in this matchup? I guess it can copy a Dragon's Pack, which is pretty good.
Double the power, double the storm.
I'm glad I ditched a card since he's making me overdraw here. 2 Holy Smites, 2 Fate Weavers, and a Velen. Alright. Didn't get too unlucky. I don't particularly want to play anything in my hand right now.
Right away.
8-8. Or 11-11, I guess.
Double the power, double the storm.
Like, that turn obviously wasn't good, but what was I gonna do? I do have a Mass Hysteria here, but it doesn't look like that'll be good. Probably just time ripping an 8-5. I can Pyro time rip. Doesn't quite kill this guy. I could time rip Breath. Not super worried about this thing though. I think I'm just gonna Pyro rip. Grave Horror is not hard for this deck to play, actually. Might even just look for a way to actually play Grave Horrors. And then I could play, like, an extra copy of Grave Rune, maybe an extra Wretched Reclaimer, which might end up being good. It's a real bummer that he randomly generated another giant thing, though. I might have to play Galakrond here. As much as I really don't want to. Still need to draw Velen and double Fate Weaver. So I'm still kind of far away from killing him. But I do have Acolyte Pyro to help draw some cards. Breath as well. Power Word Shield lets me draw a card with Pyro Acolyte. Get to cycle the circle.
Is someone injured?
Okay. This lets me draw a reasonable amount of cards. He can make me overdraw here. Maybe this was too much. Well, I lose my Velen, because he plays double fucking Sandstorm Elemental, but I played into that harder than I should have. Should have just not played the Cleric. That's so frustrating, though.
We are all bound.
Make another Velen, please. Okay.
Thy blood be born again. We are all bound to fate.
Well. I guess I'll go face. Chipping off that 3 armor there means I beat Witch's Brew. I assume he's not playing Witch's Brew. Oh wait, I just realized this is maybe a Highlander build. Maybe that explains why he's playing like Elementary Reaction, Sandstorm Elemental.
Just a sip, then you are mine.
Well, this game was played absolutely perfectly, as shown by the fact that we're killing him on exactly the turn we expected to. Flawless gameplay.
Is this the end? Our heroes can't fly.